We take a look at our tail of the tape brought to you by that prize guy. 29 versus 32. Like you said, Dan, Ramazan is slightly bigger, a little bit taller, a little bit longer.
So I've been over the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands all times. When I tell you stop, stop everything you're doing. Good luck to both of you.
Ramazan Kuramagomedov in black. Shamil Musaev in white. Hasbullah in plaid, front row for a 170-pound world title fight.
You ready? Get it on.
Southpaw stance for Kuramagomedov. Dan, I'm very curious how long this fight goes, because the pressure style of Ramazan Kuramagomedov might give him an advantage there.
I like this early pressure, Sean. Straight away, he's taking up the majority of the cage. This shuts down a lot of the spinning leg attacks for Shamil Musaev. That rear leg, though, that's the one thing that Kuramagomedov's got to watch. And he can't be biting on feints like that as well, because we know Shamil Musaev will find his way around your guard with a setup. It would make sense for Kuramagomedov to at least put some wrestling into the tank of Musaev, force him to work and perhaps slow his arms down a little. Good work on that lead leg. Ouch.
As Shamil Musaev in the fighter meetings.
Oh, that was a solid left hand.
Where his biggest advantage was, he said it was in the boxing. I think Kuramagomedov at his camp feel the same way. Wanting to get this fight to the ground, or at least pressure here against the cage.
Exchanging knees here. You can see Kuramagomedov throwing some knees to the inside leg. Shamil Musaev looks to dig an underhook back in to bring himself to a full body lock, but Kuramagomedov is super tight, leaning in. Hammer fist into the thigh. The more time Kuramagomedov can force the fight here, the better it is for him. You see Kuramagomedov working with that right underhook pinned against the fence. He's also got the hand between the legs as well. Potentially going to look to level change. If he feels like he can move that underhook down to the lower body like he is doing there, look. Very good read by Shamil. Nice curving knee to the ribs there from Shamil Musaev. Now they've got that wrist control there. We see this a lot. It's like Makhachev uses this wrist control a lot to set up foot sweeps.
Stop, stop.
Groin shot. Musaev recognized it, immediately apologized.
Man, look at the vascularity on Shamil Musaev.
Well, that pressure from Ramazan Kuramagomedov is going to draw a lot of blood into those shoulders. Again, it's not a fan favorite style of fighting, but it is the hardest style, the most taxing style.
Tuck the string in. Okay, tuck the string in. Tuck that in. Just turn it around. Turn it through. There you go. That's all I know. You sure you're good? Ready to go. Okay. Stay there. So both of you back and forth. Be good with it, okay? Ready? Fight! Time in.
Halfway through round number one on the restart. Inadvertent groin shot, no penalty. Aggression here from Ramazan Kuramagomedov. Doesn't want to let Shamil Musaev get going. Musaev hesitant so far.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to get some reads on Kuramagomedov. Pops that right hand there. I think he's probably expecting to be under pressure early and maybe see if he can find his opportunities later in the fight.
Like that leaping knee from Kuramagomedov and then a check right hook.
Yeah, this is an ideal start for Kuramagomedov, really. That right hand countered by a left hook from Kuramagomedov. Nice work, just touch. Not engaging too much. There's the body kick from Musaev again.
Interesting, he's attacking that with the right leg, which is the wrong side for the liver. One minute left in round one. Kuramagomedov just leaning, pressuring. Trying to sap the gas tank a little bit.
Yeah, Kuramagomedov going under the crotch as well here. Looks like he's almost going to try and pick him up into side control and slam him, which would be a tremendous amount of effort. I wonder if he's using that just to try and stifle the leg attacks of Shamil Musaev more than anything, because it looks like he's now bracing on the thigh a little more. But look at Musaev, just marched himself off the fence there.
Tries a leg reap outside, nothing doing. Body kick again, that's closer to the center line for Shamil Musaev.
It's almost like a full turning kick from Taekwondo, that, where he's digging the ball of his foot into the midsection.
The first of 5 possible rounds done in this championship bout. Shamil Musaev in the white, Ramazan Kuramagomedov in the black. Coca-Cola Arena hosting 2 title bouts tonight here in Dubai. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, cage side. Nimi Mehta is here as our cage side reporter. Saif Al-Naji is the voice of the Smart Cage tonight. Another left hand, good work here by Ramazan.
I like that push kick he's using to the leg as well. It's almost like he's not going to do damage, but it's going to keep hyperextending the knee. A couple of knees to the face attempted there. I think Shamil Musaev was able to just twist his head out of the way so he wasn't taking the force.
You can tell that Kuramagomedov has learned some of the hard lessons from watching those 2 bouts that Musaev had against Murad Ramazanov, the only losses of Ramazanov's mixed martial arts career to that point. He stayed a little bit further at distance, a little bit more flat-footed, and those blitzes like the one we just saw Shamil Musaev land in those bouts. Ramazan is either all the way in or all the way out.
And Kuramagomedov is trying to give him as little space as he can, which is really doing a good job of shutting Musaev's game down. I mean, he is a very good fighter moving forward or on the back foot like this. But he's really struggling to get a great deal going here because he seems to be waiting. All the feints of Kuramagomedov are making him hesitant. And that left hand as well has got Shamil Musaev's respect, hasn't it?
Yeah, you can see right now Ramazan just a step ahead in these striking exchanges.
Little touch with the right hook, closes the door and stops him moving in that direction.
I wonder how much of the Musaev camp was all about focusing on the takedown defense and not as worried that Ramazan was going to strike like this.
I can't figure out whether Shamil's just incredibly strong and able to push him around. Some blood coming from somewhere. Or is that a scratch? Looks like a scratch on the back of the neck, potentially from some clinch work. Level change, works a high crotch. He's got a single leg here, but his posture's not complimentary of the takedown. That's a little better.
Shamil gets both legs back on the ground. Nice knee right up the middle. But the position here is so important, especially as this fight continues and the likelihood of a decision grows.
Shamil drives off again, makes some space and pushes away.
And immediately Kuramagomedov right back in his face, not giving him the distance that he wants.
Just constantly painting him into that corner. Look how much real estate he's owning at the moment. And even when Shamil Musaev bursts forward, oh wow, what a knee. Even as Shamil Musaev bursts forward. Oh.
Kuramagomedov landed, he's got Shamil Musaev hurt and reacting.
Nice curving knee to the midsection as Musaev's trying to turn and face his opponent. Jabbing the ankle as well, the Achilles tendon.
Little Benson Henderson action here. Now working on the hamstrings with those knees. Kuramagomedov trying to reap that leg out.
Cut due to a knee.
And as Musaev turns back in, again, the knee goes right up to the stomach. Five seconds left in round two. Strong work again by Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Let's get it up.
There's the push with the leg again, Sean.
Little dilute blood running down the left side of Shamil Musaev's face.
Sounds like we've got a chant for Shamil in the crowd. That's a good front kick. It's such a pest for Shamil to deal with.
Ramazan keeps pecking away with that lead leg at the thigh, and then brings it upstairs. And the most impressive thing for me so far from this performance by Ramazan Kuramagomedov is just the fact that he has not allowed Shamil Musaev to get going at all. Now Musaev tried to drop low for an ankle pick.
It was like he tried to level change under that straight left, but the straight left was quicker than he anticipated. Kind of knocked him off balance as he was going down. Big left hook swing there, gives an underhook for Kuramagomedov to push him back against the fence.
Trying to sacrifice throw did Shamil Musaev, instead lands with Ramazan Kuramagomedov on top.
Shamil recovers guard and straight away gets a foot on the hip, tries to push away. But Musaev is going to be struggling to get out of this position. Kuramagomedov's excellent to control in here. Big elbow there from Kuramagomedov. Nice return there from Musaev, but again, he's top position, he's bottom position, so he's having to create space with his arms and frames before he can throw anything.
You can see Ramazan Kuramagomedov methodically marching Shamil Musaev back toward the cage. Not so sure that's a wise decision. Good elbow from the top really again.
If you think back to his fight against Jason Jackson, he used the cage very, very well to control Jason Jackson.
Shamil gives up the back now.
There's a lot of weight on Musaev's back. You can see his feet were flat on the floor. He's going to get dragged back if he starts to stand up. Potentially give his back. Kuramagomedov might step his hooks in here and look for a rear naked choke. One hook in already. Oh, he goes across the neck for a moment, and he's there again.
Tight squeeze here. Musaev in big trouble. It's not all the way under the neck yet, but Shamil Musaev.
Yeah, he's got that shallow choke. He was palm to palm, but you could see Musaev was holding out until he let go of the grip.
Body triangle with the foot on top here for Ramazan Kuramagomedov. And again, a potential twister. Instead, he opts to try and choke again, short choke. The grip on the shoulder.
There it is
One's
again.
gonna be tighter.
Oh, that might be in, you know, Sean. He's fighting it, he's grimacing. And Kuramagomedov's pulled it. Oh, he goes for figure four.
This should finish it.
Got that Dan 7 short choke, palm to palm. He's trying to pull it underneath his chin. Man, that's looking tight. Shamil peels that top hand off.
Well done. And Shamil Musaev twists all the way into the guard. No quit. Decent ground and pound here from Musaev in the final few seconds of round number 3. And into the championship rounds we go. So if you're Shamil Musaev's corner, you probably have to bank on the fact that you're down 3 rounds and you need to finish in these final 2. And again, Kuramagomedov comes out, bouncing, stabbing at the lead thigh with his own foot. Cutting things off when Musaev tries to circle.
I kind of feel like Shamil's struggling to just get started in this fight, purely because of the pressure that he's under, and he has been under since the first round. It looks like he's really trying to push forward now a little more aggressively, but Kuramagomedov still dominating the stat with a nice right hand.
Beautiful right hand right down the center, and you see that both fighters have started to realize that, all right, if we're going to stay this close, standing elbows are in play. Both of them kind of showed, tested something out, backed up a little bit, and that's how the right hand landed. Now a good jab from Ramazan. And a level change. In onto the hips.
He's on a single leg, but Shamil seems to have his balance here because he's striking. Kuramagomedov's not really attacked it yet, but he looks like he's going to come up to a body lock and go square. Musaev digs another underhook, and now he's circled off.
Gets himself off, but look at the pressure immediately. Kuramagomedov just chases him all the way across the cage.
And cover again. Lovely work cutting off the fence. I think Shamil needs to start putting techniques together a little more.
Yeah, the right hand has gotten closer to landing and even landed a couple of times here in this round, but by itself, it's not going to put one of the caliber of Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
That left hand that landed over the top seemed to have snapped the head back of Musaev. That was a heavy body shot.
Nice work here by Musaev. Temporarily had Kuramagomedov all the way down onto the mat. Was not able to get himself out of this bind.
Musaev doing a much better job this round of keeping the pace moving in his direction a little more. Of course, Kuramagomedov is still forward in this fight, up against the fence, driving into the fence, but Musaev's now starting to find windows.
Certainly more urgency in the counterattacks of Shamil Musaev here in round 4. Might be too little too late if he doesn't get the finish, but good sprawl.
Now it's worth noting, Sean, that although that was a 5-rounder against Jason Jackson and Kuramagomedov came out with the decision. The 4th round was a grind for him. He was bloodied in that round. And he has been working tremendously hard for 15 minutes. And now it looks like Musaev is starting to advance his positions a little more, landing some hammer fists. And Kuramagomedov resting on his knees for the first time in this fight. He seems to be taking a breather. And here we go, Musaev circles to the back.
Climbed all the way around the stop sign of the right arm for Ramazan Kuramagomedov. These strikes are significant.
Yes, they are. Powerful. And because Kuramagomedov's already tired, he's just not doing anything here. He's accepting these shots. Almost seems like the 4th round is his kryptonite.
I'm wondering if he's just accepting his fate here in the 4th so he can plan on surviving round number 5. Not too much output here. Not trying to gas himself out before the final push. Still very risky against Shamil Musaev because of that.
He's a good shot, so look how he keeps his hips away.
Oh, that's an illegal knee. He's a grounded opponent.
Right there. He's a grounded fighter. You need him to the head.
Look at the replay here. Ramazan,
Stand up for me.
knee down, right foot down, left foot down. He is a grounded opponent.
Look, I don't even think the shot landed particularly badly. I think he took it fairly well. But what this is going to do, it doesn't really land. It kind of gets caught upon his guard. But what this is going to do is it's going to give him an opportunity to rest when he really, really needs it.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. What's my time on it right now? Thank you. Get back there.
Kuramagomedov's got the time. He's got the 5 minutes if he wants it to rest and recover.
He's a grounded fighter. You know when he's on the ground. No, no, no. He's down. Look where his butt's at. No, grounded.
That's 1 minute past. We've got another 4 minutes.
How's it look on there? Huh?
Good call. Very good call. His knee was completely down.
That's what I thought.
Great.
If anything besides the soles of your feet are weight bearing, you're a grounded fighter.
Feeling better?
So
With the exception of those hands, you're not allowed anymore under the new rules to play the game with one hand down, fingertips down, things like that. But a knee and elbow, certainly a grounded
Took a
fighter.
shot to the head.
Brought the doctor in to check here.
He said he was feeling good.
Do you have any dizziness? Do you feel dizzy? Yeah, you don't feel dizzy. Okay, can you look at me? All right? Just look at my finger.
It has been 2 minutes since the illegal blow landed, and
Hey, get back there.
you could see on the replays that it was largely blocked. This angle makes it look worse than it actually is. The other angle, I think Dan pointed out that it mostly gets caught up on those forearms.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, you can see the protest from Kuramagomedov immediately, which shows you that he's not in any pain.
Come here.
It catches his forearm, kind of pushes his head back. I'm not saying it doesn't make
Need a
contact,
grounded head.
but look at the reaction straight away. It's
point.
protest.
You cannot knee him when he's on the ground.
John McCarthy just took away a point from
ready?
Shamil Musaev. Now, I think that's academic because he needs a finish anyway.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. I like the fighters to know the rules that they're competing under, and that was a fairly egregious knee.
Well, when you've gotten to this point, nice hand stuck through there for Shamil Musaev. And look at the aggression. He recognizes the situation he's in right now.
Look at the size difference between the two of them. Kuramagomedov just looks bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they're only listed as 1 inch apart in height. It looks bigger than that.
Lots and lots of feints moving forward there for Kuramagomedov.
And it just shut down the offense from Musaev. It's very strange.
They practically want to get in the cage and help him out.
Respect from both fighters to start round number 5. Potentially only 5 more minutes for Ramazan Kuramagomedov to stay the course, for Shamil Musaev to try and get a finish.
Nice trip, and he's already into half guard. And look how he pushed his knee through as he landed.
And he slides all the way through to side control.
That might be a sign of fatigue on Kuramagomedov for sure, because I don't think it would have been that easy in the first round.
Now Shamil Musaev is going to try to establish his crucifix position by pinning that left arm of Ramazan Kuramagomedov under his own leg. Got to be careful not to load up too much on those knees.
Back of the head, going back of the head.
Big John McCarthy being very, very mindful of any potential rules violations by Shamil Musaev.
Triangle attempt potentially. Musaev brings his shoulders back.
Nice ground and pound here. And Musaev, he has to open up like that, which allowed Ramazan Kuramagomedov some space to get his back to the cage.
There's some real drama and stress in the corner of Shamil Musaev right now, knowing how serious this round is.
Well, you would hope the same is true for Ramazan Kuramagomedov, just knowing how dangerous this position he's in is.
And also how potentially close he is to winning this fight, especially with the point deduction. I mean, if you score the first 3 rounds to him, he could take this round off if he wants.
Knee on belly here for Shamil. Good work by Ramazan to try and rise up onto a single.
We've got 3 minutes left in this championship fight. Nice build up there by Kuramagomedov. Looks as if Shamil was waiting to do something in particular, but didn't pull the trigger in time. He's got that thumb on the inside of the grip. Now he's forced himself back through to a double underhooks, but Kuramagomedov still on the legs. Good hustle from Shamil Musaev, but Kuramagomedov digs deep and drives him back to the fence.
That was purely effort by Ramazan Kuramagomedov, just not giving up.
Good short elbows to the side of the head. Kuramagomedov doing his best to slow this pace down. He's got less than half a round now. If he can hang on, if he cannot get his consciousness taken away from him in some way, he'll be crowned a champion, I'm sure.
Musaev able to break the grip.
And he breaks
himself out. He's got 2 minutes to work here in the stand-up.
And look how quickly Kuramagomedov gets right back in front of him. Takes away the kicking game best he can. Nice good right hand.
Inside right hand. Little blood from the hairline of Shamil Musaev. Ramazan Kuramagomedov came in behind the left hand. And now chest to chest again. Musaev cannot afford to let himself get backed up against this cage. Just the time it takes, even if he hustles out of this position, it's 30 seconds more gone.
Pressure's on, last 90 seconds. Musaev comes back and takes a whizzer, collapses on his opponent. Look at all that weight that he put on him, and now he steps away.
Kuramagomedov digging deep.
Big right hand again.
It's got to be more than one for Shamil Musaev. That one snuck through. Changed the angle. Oh, the push kick landed. I think Musaev might be running out of gas here. He can only throw them one at a time. Good sprawl. Does he have enough to give himself one more flurry?
Big shots to the floating ribs. Kuramagomedov builds up onto a takedown. Shamil Musaev wrapped to neck, but he's driven against the fence. 30 seconds to go. Big drive into the fence post. Kuramagomedov, 15 seconds left.
Look at that, his feet slipping on the canvas, just running his opponent into the cage. Final 10 seconds, and Ramazan Kuramagomedov will hang on, barring any surprises, and collect a PFL welterweight belt.
After 5 championship rounds, we now go to the judges' scorecards to make the decision official. All 3 judges have scored the contest 48-46 for your winner by unanimous decision and the new PFL PFL Welterweight World Champion, Ramazan Kuramagomedov!
Performance by Ramazan Kuramagomedov. He collected Bellator gold and now a PFL belt to add to the collection and another belt for the wall at American Top Team. Dan Hardy's in the cage with our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your new welterweight PFL champion. An incredible performance from Ramazan Kuramagomedov, and I believe you're struggling, my friend. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have a broken arm.
I think yes, but I need to check. He gave me some tip, very hard tip to my arm.
Do you know when abouts in the fight that happened? How long were you fighting with a broken arm?
I don't know, brother. I don't want to say nothing about this. I don't know. But fight is over. I win this fight. That's it.
Did you expect it to be a tough, hard fight like this?
Yes, he's very hard, very strong guy, and his punch very heavy.
It was an incredible fight, my friend. Was the game plan coming in to wrestle as much as you could?
My game plan was all the time pressure him. All the time give him go back to cage. Don't give him his work.
And how does it feel being back in action after such a long time off and to win a beautiful belt?
This is crazy. So long time I didn't fight. Almost 2 years I didn't fight, but now all finished. 6 months I was prepared to this fight. Now there's everything done. Now I'm former Bellator welterweight champion. Today is PFL welterweight champion. Maybe this is enough. I think this was my last fight.
Really? When did you make that decision? Have you just made that, or were you thinking about this before?
I was thinking about this before this fight. This will be my last fight. If I will win this title, last fight.
Wow.
Maybe.
Look, I know everybody here wants to see you defend this title. I know everybody here wants... Make some noise if you want to see him back. They want to see you back, my friend. It would be a shame to not see you in here again to defend this beautiful belt. I know we've got Thad Jean around, the silverback. He's ready to fight for the belt again, but look.
When I start my career, MMA career, I was like, when I start, I was thinking about I will become champion and don't go like, honestly, if we will spend a lot of time here to training everything, but what I need to do then? This is why I think I have 29, almost 30. I think it's enough.
Well, my friend, go and get your arm checked out. If this is the last time we see you in the cage, I'll be very sad, but congratulations on an amazing career and congratulations on the belt.
I was learning about see your fight, and I want to say something to Dubai fans, to Dubai. I fight here 3rd time, every time I win. And thank you to everybody who come to support. Thank you my friends, my brothers. I think they're there. A lot of people come from Dagestan to support me. Brothers, thank you so much for everything. And I want to say thank you to my sparring partner. They push me my 2 last months, every time, 3 times in the week, they give me 5 crazy rounds. Thank you so much to these guys. This is work. This is belt for everybody, for my team, to my coaches, for everybody. This is not only my work. This is teamwork. Thank you, brother, for everybody who support me all my fighting camp.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the new PFL welterweight champion, Ramazan Kuramagomedov.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.